Muskegon channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, and today I am down in the dungeon. Yes, we're in my studio, and this fella right here next to me, it's, I know, right? Yeah, it's like, it looks more like a toy room. What's going on here? Well, I never grew up. Everybody kind of knows that. But as I was maturing and learning how I wanted to do media and stuff, this guy was behind the scenes the whole time, and I never knew it. But the influence he had on me as time went on became more and more apparent, and as I got to know him, we became kind of friends over the years. This is Dan Salas, and Dan was, if you remember way back, now this is going to catch some people way off guard, because if you remember back to Dick Evans, when he did On the Muskegon Road on the news here, way back when, Dan was the photojournalist that went around everywhere with Dick. Thank you for taking a couple of minutes today. Dan came out to do our story, and we turned the cameras around on him. So tell me, so you got started when in news?
I started at Wood TV in 1976.
76. Yep. I was 6 years old then. Make you feel good?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. He's thinking, oh, shut up, kid.
Yeah,
so
it was enjoyable working with Dick on the Muskegon Road series. That was a lot of fun working with Dick. We just went around doing positive stories on people, places, and things all over.
You told stories about people, and it might be the town nut job. It might have been the business that was unique. It might have been what set this particular community apart.
Yep. The boundaries were endless. I mean, we just focused on, regular citizens that have special hobbies, special talents. One of my favorite Dick Evans stories is we're on the road heading. I think we're heading up towards Ludington. He says, "You're gonna love this first story, Salas." He says, "It's a salt and pepper shaker collector, and she lives in a mobile home." Now, you being a photographer, you need to highlight each pair salt and pepper. You need to focus on every one of them.
Sure.
He knew.
And how many did she have? You remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
Hundreds?
Hundreds and hundreds.
So you had a great career with Dick.
Yes.
You learned a little bit about telling stories. You learned a little bit about.
I learned a lot from Dick on how to tell stories, and he knew when to step out and let the pictures tell the story, and when to step in and verbally address different parts of the story and whatever. So I learned a lot from him, and this guy's really good too. So
I don't know, but I'm no Dick Evans, don't get me wrong. But I learned a lot from him too, watching as a kid. And as a young person getting into radio, Bruce Grant was another real big influence on me. I always thought of myself on the radio as that I was just their companion. If they were working at a job that they couldn't handle because they were doing what they had to do while they were working. They weren't doing what they wanted to do. They were doing what they had to do. It was my job to be their companion through that and give them a reason to have that moment of pause, that moment of levity while they were trying to do what they had to do. So Dick Evans, Bruce Grant, all these old timers, and even into the latter years, like guys like Eris and Rick Beckett, and these were the people that formed me and taught me how to be the broadcaster I am. But these things all kind of made me who I am, and you continued on. You've got your own thing that you do now. Yeah,
PositivelyMichigan.net.
Yeah.
And when I was working with Dick, we actually picked up 2 Emmy Awards for 2 different programs.
See that?
On the Muskegon Road shows, but they were 2 different segments. So anyway, I'm continuing that tradition and doing PositivelyMichigan.net on the internet.
And for me to say that there wasn't some inspiration for Positively Muskegon and all that from you, it'd be just foolish, because you were certainly part of the inspiration.
Right.
So here we are, we're doing our stories, and we're doing them separately and doing all that kind of stuff. And, you come out here to tell our story today. We're seeing some of your stuff, and it just kind of dawns on me. It's like, why aren't we sharing your stories on our platforms as well? Because we're doing the same thing.
Yep.
You do remarkable stories. I mean, the one about the bomber that you just ran from Veterans Day back then, and you've been out here covering Radium Photo. I know you did a story about them, and you go all over the state. There's no reason why we shouldn't share. Would you take a column on our page and let us share your stories?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sharing stuff with you and even working with you one-on-one.
That's the way it works.
So I mean, we're both spotlighting the good things going on in our community. So why not?
We'll put you on. We're going to give you your own page on the Muskegon channel. It's going to be Positively Michigan, if you want to, what we do in and around Muskegon is great, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But this guy, he's beating the tracks all over the state, and hey, you run your mileage up, we'll let you take the state, and we'll be happy to share your stories and get them out there. You keep doing the great work you are. What's down the line for you? What do you got to? I know, right? That's the tough question.
Yeah,
because you're always waiting for the phone to ring, right?
Yep, the stories just happen when they happen, and
Right.
I try to cover the events when I can be there to cover them and stuff. So
Well, we'll get you linked up. And
All
if
right.
people are outside of our viewing area for the Muskegon channel, we cover Muskegon, Grand Haven, Spring Lake, Fremont, areas like that. But if it's a little further out, we're going to link you up on the Muskegon channel, and what you do and why you do it is remarkable. And I've been a fan since I was a little kid. Again, 6 when I started. And when we watched On the Michigan Road as a kid, that's when everything stopped. You could talk about the stock market, you could talk about the bank that got robbed and all that other kind of stuff, but when Dick Evans and Dan Salas came on, hit the brakes, shut up, we're going to watch this story. And that's kind of what we're going to continue here. And if you'll allow us to run your stories, what a win that
that'd
is
be
for
great.
everybody.
I think it's been a great honor working with Andy O'Reilly, folks.
To him, man. That's all there is to it. So there he is. Be on the lookout. You're going to start seeing Positively Michigan on the Muskegon channel as well. And we're going to keep doing it all right here. This is how things grow and get built. And to know that Dan Salas is going to be a part of what we're up to, that's a big honor for us here at the Muskegon channel. Dan, good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Andy.
Hey, and you're going to use that skinny lens.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Derek.
Derek's out behind the
Derek.
camera over there. You use the skinny lens to film me today, right?
Right.
Good.
Yes.
So
Yes, I do.
I'll look thin and good on his show. On mine, still look like I look. Keep your eyes peeled. Watch for PositivelyMichigan.net. Coming soon on the Muskegon channel.